Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Kojimo here, back with another demo review. Today we are going to be demo reviewing Suwaki. I don't know if I said that right, but I'm excited to get into this. It's going to be an ancient game. He finds himself at face at level 9. This is going to be a very good opportunity for us to learn and understand what we need to do to push ourselves to that level 10 threshold and make sure we are making good progress towards getting more and more elo. If you guys would like your own demo review, please go ahead and fill out the form in the description of this video. I'd love to work with you and help you grow and learn just like Mr. Suwaki here. Suwaki. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, I'd love to work with you guys. Regardless, hit that subscribe button for this free content out there. Love to provide good analysis and just showcasing some solid gameplay for y'all. So let's get into it here. Looks like we are going to be doing some sort of A strat here. And I like this is a Tech 9. He's got a Tech 9 on his Glock here. Yeah, little micro thing. Worry about that left side for a little bit too. Not bad. Good. Entering out. Doing our thing. Waiting for our donut teammates to come out too. This is good timing. Good spacing. I like that. Don't panic here. Yeah, that's good. One thing, one little sneaky play I could make too here. I don't mind. I don't mind that you're saying, hey man, that's cool. That's great. I think it'd also be kind of sick if you started an early flank back around mid to then go play for bomb. It's going to be really slow. It might frustrate your teammates a little bit, but honestly, that'd be a cool little outplay that you can make in this specific scenario. So that's always something I'm looking to do when I'm kind of like the A main guy and our team has the man advantage, like that 4v3. If you can do it instantly, it's good. If you delay, though, definitely like too late for that. All right, 2v1. You're playing smart here. I like that. We don't need to overextend. We don't need to make this guy's life easier. Oh, we can't do it, but it's fine. We double pick our teammate. Let's go. But yeah, solid first round. Overall, that was extremely solid. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. That was a level 10 pistol. Let's see what we're going to do here, though. All right. Here's the thing. I get the idea behind the flash, right? You're trying to flash mid. You're trying to do this. But you coming out here and throwing this, you're limiting the angles that you're going to be blinding, because like if they are taking that mid and fighting down here and doing this, they're absolutely not going to eat it. And even worse, if you do decide to peek or something with it, you're actually going to be blinding yourself, right? So it's going to limit you on that. But two, it's like don't throw flashes at your opponents because of that reason. Like if you're throwing it at them, they get to see it, they get to dodge it, they get to do all that stuff, versus if you're flashing behind yourself, or obviously the standard flashes are from spawn here that go over top, but when we're by ourselves, like flashing high is we can peek with it, right? We can utilize it in so many different ways. So right there, I think that like throwing flashes in that way is pretty useless, to be honest with you. Okay. And here, this is okay, right? Like, there's nothing we can do about the smoke. One thing I would be telling my teammates, though, is like, guys, I don't have mid info. Could peek shelf, right? Just communicate to your B guys that, like, guys, they could be up shelf. This info as a mid player is what you have to, like, be very, very clear about when we're in these games, because your B players will rage if they start dying to shelf when they thought that you were able to cover it, because maybe they're looking at minimap or something. So it's perfectly fine. Just make sure we understand that and we know. Yeah, in here I have a question for you. Why not optimize this, right? Why not optimize this? Play like very close to this wall, so barely any of your heads showing, and you can actually kill him when he peeks, and line up these two angles. Because right now, what you're doing is, if he peeks you right here, great. But if he peeks you back here like this, which some people actually will, you're gonna have to adjust your crosshair, and it's just not the most optimal thing. So I'd say move over and line up both angles on the same exact plane, because it's going to make your life easier. So this isn't just an ancient thing. This is just in general CS. Anytime we can line those two different like depths when it comes to peaking, we are chilling. We're loving it. We're big chilling. Okay. Looks like we're doing some sort of late mid control take here. Oh yeah, shelf and house. That's good. Good. One thing I'll say though, this is our smoke, right? Why, like, and this is just something for you to communicate with your team and like people you're queued with and stuff. Why smoke off shelf when we have B guys? This is awesome if we're doing like three mid and two A main, but we have guys on B. We don't want this smoke, right? And I believe that's our smoke. I believe we threw that. All right, maybe that was earlier in the round. Regardless, I definitely do think that's our smoke. Yeah, at some point. Yeah. So definitely like something to relay to your boys, your teammates and stuff, and everything is like no need for that, right? Just small little adjustment that we can make there that'll make our life easier. But yeah, we're feeling good. We got that 5v4 advantage, and the C2s are actually hella rotating to B. Sliding through here. We got a guy trapped in donut. This is sick for us, and great contain from you there. Like great contain and not overcommitting. Bomb is making me a little nervous here, but obviously that's not you. Or I'd be kind of reminding my teammate, hey bro, you got bomb. You got bomb, man. In 30 seconds, we're starting to let the clock sink a little bit down here. I don't mind it. I think that things could get a little messy. Could be a little nerve-wracking. But we're fine. We get the kills. Yeah. And that guy hit some nice dig shots. I want to see how we're peeking him though. Sometimes people just hit good shots, you know? Well, let's see. Yeah, I actually see that there. You see that. Especially when we're playing deagles. I don't mind that you crouch, right? Like crouching is good, but what we can't do against specifically deagles, but just like in general, is we can't crouch and then hold still. And this is, I slowed this down, right? This is all happening so fast in the game. But do you see the second that you crouch and stop moving, you're just you're a sitting target for him. You're a sitting duck. So if you are gonna crouch, I need you to get in the habit of we're crouching, but we're continuing some sort of movement, right? Some sort of movement left or right, because then you're not gonna get just laid out as easily. You're still that people are gonna hit good shots, of course. Like people are always gonna do that, but again, your life will be a lot easier, and you're gonna be at least making it harder for the enemy to actually kill you, which is obviously what we're looking for. Always trying to make it as hard as we can for them. Really good optimization, I'm sure, across the board on every map. If you continue to remind yourself that, you will develop yourself a lot. And again, that's kind of movement related. That's a movement related thing that definitely we can focus on. Oh, no, this is bad. Fire. Okay. And this is pretty obvious at this point, right? So I want you to worry about, like, you know, donut and spawn, but at this moment, like, the danger is obviously going to be coming from temple. Maybe somebody spamming through here, of course, but I'm just reminding myself in my head, like, what kind of the danger areas are in these moments. Okay, we have him pinned. I like that you press the advantage there. That's a really stressful position for him to be in. You guys util is actually really good as a team too. Like, you're throwing some really good stuff. Yeah. Yep, you're not overcommitting. You're aware. This is good. This is good. You're being very solid here. You're not feeling the need to just like run in mindlessly at people and boom, see a shadow, and it's great for us. But yeah, this is definitely a bad habit. I can tell. Do you see even in that fight, there's little movement when we're doing this, and we're kind of just standing there. And it's not bad. Like you know, you're gonna allow your aim to get better. Like you're not gonna be like messing yourself up with like different movements and stuff. What I guarantee you, especially when you're trying to push yourself higher and higher and face those level 10s and people that are like super talented at this game, you're making your life so hard because of that not bad habit, but the lack of the great habit. Oops, just knocked the mic out. The lack of the great habit that we could be having. Oh wow, what the heck? Wait, that's our molly. That sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Our boys threw a molly at top of a ramp for some reason. Yeah, oh, we messed it up. That's why. I got you. Super unlucky. And in this moment, I like this. This is good. Good. If you find yourself like kind of wondering what to do after we get these kills and something, a flash over top right up here is always good too. Like we're kind of chilling. We're feeling a little bit of pressure. We just got that kill. But just flash behind as that molly is fading and walk up here. I'd be trying to think about how we can use our util on the fly in this situation to help ourselves out. Also, he's spamming, so yes. Okay. We're doing demo reviews, so I can't really get into the server to show you. But one way I want you to nade this in the future, don't get into the habit of right-clicking a nade onto the ground and having it bounce around like this. See, it's going to bounce. Boom, 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 boom. And then it's like, hey guys, everyone stare over here. Look at this smoke that's about to blow open. You're going to start throwing that nade and arc it with a right click and then tap your left click just a little bit so it floats in the air and explodes right here and just boom, it's wide open. So that if this guy's like hiding here or somebody is in the smoke, they don't get that alert that's like, hey bro, you're about to get your position exposed. But also, I think the better thing to do in this situation, leave that smoke there because he's planting the bomb. If you're going to throw a nade, just chuck it. Chuck it at where this guy was spamming. He was spamming here and just do that damage. And instead, just cover this guy. This smoke is actually good for us, even if someone's in it, because it provides the planner so much cover, and you might just end up getting him killed. Like, yeah, and honestly, like, that kind of is what happened. He was gonna die anyways, but like, it really made that guy's life a lot easier, and it made your planner be like, oh, like, I can't plant the bomb anymore, right? Um, so that's a little bit of unnecessary pressure that we gave our teammate there. Also, always keep in mind what util we picked up. That smoke that we have in this situation now is like gold, and I don't know if you even realize he picked it up. So it's like something I'm always glancing at and just like remind myself, what util, what util, yeah, what util. Because like again, it'll make your fights so much easier. You can isolate people, you can be sneaky, do all these crazy things, maybe force a bomb plant if you have to. Really good. Okay. See, now this flash isn't bad because like, what are we doing? Sure, we're throwing a flash at, but really we're blinding people that are gonna be peeking from shelf, people down mid. So this flash is actually a lot better. Um, yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. Good flash right there. Hey, trading out with our teammates. You guys have some really good team play right now. Really good team play. When we get these kills, now how are you gonna use your smoke? How are you gonna use your util here? Because that honestly is a mistake, right? Like, we get these B kills. Think about it. The next step is gonna be these guys rotate in, right? And sure, like, I get that like people could be flanking you and doing all this stuff. Come out here with your gun, jiggle, do your thing, and either smoke off short, which not the best, or come out here really and clear sight with your teammates and smoke off this end game position. This end game position, when we smoke it off, it's the end of the game for the other team, because like, what are they gonna do, right? So while your play is fine, like, you're just kind of chilling here holding the flank, one, you're not really helping your teammate that has to get bombed. So if you're gonna worry about this side of the map, come out here and help your teammate, right? He's about to have to start peeking this and taking this risky fight with the bomb to try to get through there. It will help him, right? Go through here, start jiggling at these angles if someone's in here, and either flash for him or just peek with him, do something, right, to connect with him. And it looks like that's eventually what you're gonna do. But you're pressuring yourself here. You're pressuring yourself so much here. And again, now we're burning in our own molly when we don't need to. We're still not helping this guy, and we're forcing him to, this is good smoke from him, but like, we're forcing him to have a harder job they need to. And then if we flash forward to this side, we weren't even here now to help our teammate. And look at, this is crazy that the CTs have found themselves in this position. How did they get here, right? It's because they didn't have to worry about much. This guy did smoke it. I'm actually not sure. Oh, he gets blind and he sits in it. Oh yeah, this is so unfortunate. He actually did smoke that, and there's no way these guys should be able to come through. Yeah, he goes 1 for 1. And you trade. Okay, sweet. But yeah, some things to think about there. Oh, dude. Bro, and right here, this again, you can just win the round in this situation. He might not be here, right? Like, of course, in the demo, we can be like, oh, he's right here, bro. Just smoke it. But dude, that smoke is fading. Just re-smoke it. And boom, now you put so much pressure if they are here. You have that smoke in a retake. You're on 1 HP. It's not good to take the space and you know, duel and like see what might happen, right? And of course, he might be like, oh, we got 2 kills. I don't expect him to be there. But now we're just like giving away a free kill in the round, and ultimately we end up winning. But just like, oh, dude, we put so much pressure on ourselves. And maybe this guy actually diffuses. Nah, he doesn't know what he's doing either. Yeah, and there's something that like he messed up that you can learn from him is like, dude, you have that molly and smoke. Drop that smoke on the bomb and molly off either cave or ramp, and then at least stick it or pressure it, and they really are gonna give away their position, and you're gonna know where they're at. So that's a good moment to learn from our opponent right there. On things that he could have done better that we can think about in retakes. Yeah, again, let's see. This one might be a little more acceptable because he bounced off the wall and run out, so I don't mind this as much. But here's a little micro thing I want you to think about. Think about this. Think about this, brother. You're running out mid, right? Your plan is to bounce it off the wall and do this. Why not just pull the flash? You know what I mean? Like, where we actually pull it, where we have the flash like ready to throw. Why not just have that out right now? Right? Look. So, you know what I mean? Do that so that you're ready to throw it as soon as you can, versus now we pull the pin, right? And now it's just an extra like 3/5 of a second, maybe a little less, that we're having to like sit there and throw it. And while this is literally the microest of the micro, little small details like this will help you and snowball and snowball and snowball and help you throw better util, help you do better stuff. Ultimately though, great find, bro. Great find. That was amazing. Can optimize even more though. Even when we do things right, we can optimize stuff. It's good info, and ultimately our team's gonna get the trades and win the round. But yeah, dude, I'd love to see that from you. Really. You already know you're gonna flash it, so just have it ready, have it pulled already, and you're just gonna throw it. Yeah, yeah, careful. This should be like where the alarm bells are going off in our head. We're going through our default though, but yeah, yeah, and this is what I mean. So you see what I mean? Like our teammates should be calming, but also on the radar from what we're hearing, we should know that like it is heavy mid, right? And just because you smoke this doesn't mean that, and you're kind of fortunate that he doesn't kill you here. It looks like we're just gonna he's gonna miss his shots or something. But you know, if they're heavy mid like that, maybe it's worth it to take a glance behind because I just don't want you to get caught out like this. We're very fortunate that it didn't fall apart there because that could have been really bad. And then here too, all you gotta do, brother, instead of trying to like bounce it and smoke it deep, it's actually perfectly fine if you just throw it on the ground here, let it bounce, and it just pops here. Don't try to like line it up and do this. Like literally just throw it on the ground there and you're chilling. Okay, we're kind of making this round a little hard. We're freezing. Yeah, it's not horrible, but this guy was actually going to rotate until I think you made that sound. Like you're up here and then you're falling unnecessarily. It doesn't matter. We're going to win this round regardless, but we've got to get into the habit of like, if you are going to lurk there and you don't want to make noise, like, don't feel the need to jump up on things and then jump down and drift. Like you're perfectly fine. You're good. You're chilling. We kind of just went. Ah, dude, but guys, let me go back in time here for a second. I'm just gonna show you something, and this. I'm glad you're using util. I'm so happy you're using util. But look, boom, we get this kill right here. What is this? A 5v1, and we know they're on eco. Let's count some stuff real quick. Sure, we throw a molly. I don't agree with it, but okay, cool. $400 right there, right? $400. 5v1, and now we know where the guy is too. By the way, $400, $600. Ready? $900. $1,200. This guy is like, heck yeah, keep throwing that util. Keep throwing that util. I love it. You're wasting your money. You're gonna have to keep buying it. You're sitting on $450 and the whole team is throwing $1,200 worth of util. Well, like most people aren't gonna understand this. This is a concept you have to maximize and get so good at if you want to continue maximizing your elo and becoming a better player. That $1,200 is so like important to building our eco and becoming better and better, especially when we're on CT side. So it's something I remind myself when I'm in a 5v1 in an unlosable, like we don't really got to do anything. We've won the round. Just don't use util. I'm seasoned, bless you. Don't use util. They're just literally gun out and win the round like that. And of course, if you're on 1 HP and like stuck in a corner or something, like you have to use, of course, use it because then obviously it's worth it. But don't just throw it to throw it in those situations. But silver lining, I'm really happy that you guys at least think about util to try to problem solve and do those things because that is something that like really is valuable. I just want you to really optimize it and flip that switch. Go from, okay, util to, okay, we don't need it, right? Here, great information. We now know the op is B. He is on this bomb site. Specifically, he's in this lane. I like that you guys are like, we're not peeking him. We're not, right? If I'm going to go back B, now in my head, I am like, I'm smoking off like both of these sides. I'm smoking off both sides and we're flashing heavy. Easy round, right? Or it's like, okay, let's take mid control now because now we know the opera isn't going to be sitting in house and donut and doing these things, right? So those are the things like that are kind of going through my mind right now. And again, this flash might end up hitting him. No, but yeah, see? Your whole goal was to blind the opera here for your teammates to peek. But because you're throwing flashes at the opponents instead of where they're looking, it's doing nothing. All you got to do, bro, instead is flash above ramp where he's going to be holding and where your teammates are going to peek from. This is where they're trying to peek ramp. Throw a flash that is going to blind the person holding ramp no matter where they're at. Because like, keep in mind, you're trying to blind this long guy, but maybe there's a guy close ramp that's holding too. Or maybe the opper made a risky play and he's in here. Now, of course, that flash is especially not going to hit anybody. Also, as a rifler, it'd be really good to learn these spams. Pros know these spams where they can get people off these common angles. Because you guys are not spamming at all, especially the common one where you get here and spam this. Obviously, hindsight 2020, both of these would have been perfect in the situation. I get that we're in demo, we're in X-ray, but the fact that you guys aren't spamming at all, you are totally missing out on ancient, like on how to be playing ancient, to be honest. And you're actually really lucky Like we're reloading here, we're doing this. You're actually really lucky that these guys aren't spamming you because that's a big tell. If I'm a CT and they're reloading in this bucket area, I'm sitting here and going, guys, like spam him, yo, put your bullets in here, like make him uncomfortable. So on both sides of the coin, that's something I actively want to see you doing when you're playing specifically ancient. It's really good. Mm. Mm. Okay, it's fine. You're making my butt clench a little bit though. You're making my butt clench. One, we're nading the exact place that we mollied. That's definitely not good when it's down. But two, you mollied out right side. If he's in here, like he's got to be on this side right here. So when we throw that nade, we're actually just exposing ourselves to the one place that he could be, right? You molly out all of this. Of course, he can always be here. I get that. But if he's inside of cave, like fighting, the only place he's gonna be able to go when you throw that is here. And look what we do. You know what I mean? We're just on 30 health with bomb. We're just like we're doing a little too much, I think. Again, I like that you're thinking about util. I really do, and I don't want you to stop using util. I'd rather you make aggressive mistakes with it, but don't fall into like using it too much. And also, look what you did. You think that you pressured cave. You think that you did this, and he makes a really good play. You mollied this, you naded it, but because you did nothing with it, all he did was say, "Okay, thank you. I'm just gonna walk back in here and take that space." So essentially, you just burned util for nothing, and actually, it was bad because you gave them space. You gave them it actually because you were like, I'm just faking util. I'm not doing anything. And then ultimately, because of that, he actually has a crazy good flank. And you guys are probably gonna get caught off by this because you're gonna assume that this guy's gonna be able to pick it up, and I'm sure the timing is just not gonna be there. Again, you have smoke here. This is gold. This is gold, bro. You got to use it. Yep. Good. And no, yeah. Stop banking it. Instant improvement. Stop banking the smoke. I get that this looks good and this seems like that, but like one flash, over top and he's in, right? I think we want this smoke here or here. Don't give him some lurky little thing like this. TBH, to be honest. It's fine though. Like that's just like a tiny little tweak that I believe that you could fix, that you could do better. And here, don't get greedy, man. Don't get greedy if you're trying to optimize yourself. Yeah, like it's fine. It's a pug. It doesn't really matter. Like you know he's coming around. If you're gonna at least hold it, put yourself on the pillar or something, right? You're on 1 HP, or put yourself in like a really strong power position, like right here. That would have been sick. Or put yourself in the very tip of the cubby here, the very corner or something, right? Like make dude. When we play, guys, our goal should be to be the most annoying player ever. We should want to be so annoying, right? So just like optimize all that. All right, we didn't walk in A main here early, so you got to clear left side here. By the way, good, good, nice. I like that. I like that. Good. Yeah, you're jiggling a little bit too. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. Yeah, you're being very, very certain with this. I like it. Even clearing the boost. That's good. You're thinking about some good stuff here. Nice. We get the kill. Awesome. We're gonna smoke maybe. A default. Okay. Smoke off temple. I guess it's fine. Uh, I guess it's fine because like you were gonna take this space. I still like I'm a believer that like you get that kill on the A guy. Where was he? He was up here. I think we're still better off just smoking donut. I get that we have a flank too, by the way. We gotta take space somewhere, and I guess you were trying to take donut space. If you're gonna do that though, I guess wait for your teammates in hindsight. Hindsight 2020, but mm, I, I think a donut smoke is way better in most situations. I don't want you to take this against pistols, obviously, all the time. But instead, like your teammate already mollied that, right? Like we already used a molly to clear out this close angle. So the close fights are done. Maybe just throw a flasher here, and if anyone is here, they're gonna eat it or have to turn, and then we actually can take this space. I think fighting those donut angles is inherently super risky. And if I was a CT, I would love if they're taking these fights when I'm in donut. Even if I'm here, I'd love that they're taking those fights. My nose is itching, guys. My nose is itching. Whenever I do these, my nose always itches, and I'm always like scratching my nose constantly. Wow, we just ran him over mid. That's sick. Okay, we find it this time. 4v2. We can't really go wrong here. We know at least one is spawned. We don't know where the other guy is yet. Yeah, just focus on where we want to hold. Oh, brothers. Tuaki, you're better than that, man. You're better. Get active. You know they're throwing a flash. They're throwing a flash. I need you to turn for that half second, brother. Turn. You can turn. Come on. Don't just eat it. Don't eat that flash for breakfast. Nice. That was good though. After the flash, that was good. But yeah, you guys are rolling. You guys are rolling. I forget what the actual end game score is, but this T side is looking super solid. Yeah, and we get a trade on the other guy. He's kind of trolling a bit, and I like that we punish him. Oh, we see the shadow. Yep. No, but we smoke it. Unfortunate. That was good info and running in there though. I'll give you guys that. All right, the sin. Last round and a half. Get that upgraded pistol, brother. Get that upgraded pistol, and you guys are so good with the util. All of you guys should be dropping a flash, by the way. Drop an extra flash and spawn right now. And also, look at all of you guys. You have nades, right? I know you're cute with a lot of these guys. Like, don't be afraid to get double flashes as well sometimes. But regardless, like, buy the upgrade pistol, drop that extra piece of util and spawn so that when we're throwing all the smokes, all these things, we can scoop them back up in the middle of the round. These are the optimizations and the maximizations of the game that, again, you have to be doing these things if you want to continue to push higher in elo. Your mechanics, great. We can always train that. We can always get better. You know, aim, all this stuff. But the positioning stuff is what I'm really concerned about. And thank you for getting punished for this. This is something you've got to do better. Because look, one, like, okay, the flash, we're kind of in the open, whatever. But again, it sucks because we kind of blind ourselves too, and also their flash. But the second this happens, the second like we're getting eaten by this util, and this is gonna come with like positional awareness and like understanding where we are in the map. Alarm bell should be going off. Like if we're blind in mid, be like, guys, I couldn't get the molly off. Guys, like no molly there, because like we should just be canceling. As soon as that happens, just press your A key and get out of there, man. Get out of there. We can't just eat that flash and sit here, because then what happens is you're like, no, I'm gonna be a good teammate and throw this molly. And so you're continuing to throw the molly. You go forward, and then you don't realize how forward you are because you're flashed. You try to get out, and then you're in the wall. So like I get that you're trying to be a good teammate and do that, but alarm bells, man. As soon as you get blind, just be like, oh shoot, like I'm blind. Like I gotta be behind cover, and then gun out and jiggle if you're gonna repeak, and then do your thing again. Because that's on you, honestly. That is on you, 100%. Let's see. We get some nice kills on pistol around here. That's sick. See what we do. And say main smoke. I don't like that, but okay. That's your teammate. That's not you. I don't like that. Not my favorite thing. They're rushing B, so we're kind of being loud here. So I don't blame you for being loud, because our teammates are like, oh, they're running a B. They're pressuring B. It's good awareness from you though. I like that you're aware of this. That's very nice. Very good. Also get ready, because really good lurks too. What they might do is, like, if they hear you running mid, one, they're not going to start up here. They're going to start like kind of back in this area. And if they hear you start running mid, they're going to hide here. So don't be surprised if you run into people that start doing that, where they're hiding. They hear you jumping up, and then they peek and start trying to punish you while you're up there. Definitely a high level play that I see a lot of players making. Hey, 2v2. Ooh, you're going to get these kills. And actually, I don't mind this. I don't mind this only because you heard the bomb being planted. But one concept I want you to think is, like, how can we play with our teammates? You have a hero mindset right now, which can be good and can be bad. You can either win the round for your team, or it looks really silly because we're taking a 2v1. I don't think it's horrible, because, like I said, he tapped that bomb. But at least in this moment, good. Reset. Yes. Back off. Thank you. Like, okay. So I honestly think that's fine. It's fine. You see how you see how he reset and didn't try to do too much then? Because now look, like that guy hit a crazy shot on his teammate, but because he grouped to this teammate, then no problem. No problem at all. But also, you're trolling me right here. You're trolling me, Sue Aki. You're trolling me. Get those dualies and flash, brother. But yeah, honestly, I respect it. Oh, you got the dualies. Nice. I respect it. Like, honestly, like, good. I critiqued it at the beginning, but like, he heard bomb plant. He runs in, gets that kill, and instantly gets out. I'll keep saying it over and over again. I love that. Like that was awesome. He didn't try to do too much there. Yeah. And they're running up B. Kind of getting ran down. Kind of gonna do the same thing again. Oh, might you getting ramp here. This is good against Tech 9s and stuff. Alright. Yeah, whatever. I'd grab a Tech 9 if you could though. Those Tech 9s are sick. Alright, your teammate's Molly. I mean, it's just pointless. If you guys are okay, here's the thing. If you guys are smoking, I get one molly, but you don't need one, you don't need two mollies. And that's on you because you see your teammate with a molly out, he throws it. Either do here's the two things you do. Double mollies where one person mollies this and then the second person or vice versa. Well, either first person mollies deep where it bounces off the wall here and mollies deep, and then the second person mollies close, or vice versa. You molly close and then contain them with a deep molly too to really mess them, right? But you can't smoke and throw two mollies and nade and do all these things because sure, you're winning the mid battle, but like it's a little too much util dumping, at least with the double mollies. So just throw one molly. Long way to say that, right? Long way to say just throw one molly when you have that smoke up. Dude. Okay, this I can coach you on this, but this is gonna have to come from within. This is where I need you to have that X factor, and everything we see in a demo is super obvious. It's very like easy to see. But look, if you are going to make this aggressive play, which is pretty risky in a 3v1, but bro, I want you to do your thing. I want you to make this happen. You're playing pretty aggressive. And you're just letting this guy do what he wants. Like, sure, you're holding the edge of the smoke, but if you're gonna be committed, make your play, right? Like, get up in this and either walk through it or you know, get to default and like actually press him. Or if you want to play textbook, which is what I would recommend, but like, sure, there's times where we gotta have that X factor. I guess I'm not even reviewing you, bro. This whole round. I'm so out of it. I'm not even reviewing you, bro. Well, your teammate, he's gotta have that X factor. What is going on, bro? I'm so sorry, man. I got so caught up in the mollies, man, that I started reviewing the wrong guy, bro. That's the first. I've never done that. You think after hundreds of reviews. Okay. Good kill. Good kill. You're getting pretty aggro here, but I like it because you're with your teammate. Yeah. I like the aggression. I like the willingness to come and take these fights on this guy. I do. Like, I really do. You're kind of taunting death, but you guys are up 11-3. I don't blame you for the aggression. You're kind of taunting death just sitting in the open here. Well, as we can see, they could peek you from the left side. Smart players, by the way, smart players, what they're gonna do is they're gonna say, bro, double peek with me. Boom, they're double peeking, and because you're in the open, you're open to both of them. If you're isolated in one of these angles, you're kind of against this wall, or maybe even kind of pressing this wall, it's not the best position, you're at least able to kind of isolate those fights a little better. So wow, what a much simpler round than what we were doing with your teammate there, bro. Oh my, I'm losing my mind, man. This is what doing like 20 plus coaching sessions in a week will do to you. You start to get your brain fried, I guess. Yeah. I like this. This is, dude, your aggression, by the way, guys, is like awesome. And you do your job for the team there. Like, honestly, your job complete there. Your job is complete. Just around. Yeah. Like, don't ever be like that guy. That guy's a maniac. Yeah, we gotta play together here. It sucks that like, because actually, if we were playing together, we would have won that. Like, if somebody is with you. Also, bro, look, yo. Okay, I get that. Like, okay, their eco is kind of low here, so it is valuable. I'm gonna say that in hindsight, obviously hindsight 2020, we don't really need head armor here. And I think like, let's see what we do with these two flashes, because I would always prioritize a smoke over that. And good, okay, bro, you sell the head armor, but you didn't get a smoke. I'm so sad. I'm so sad, bro. Well, there's no reason to sell that head armor then, if we weren't gonna do anything with it, with the money that we get. Bro, but okay, here, by the way, this is the evolution of you. Instead of constantly throwing flashes at people, I want you to have the ability to get into these positions, like jump up here and do this, and you can flash behind yourself or throw like a little right click, middle click flash. That's not going to be like chucking it at them, and set yourself up. I want to see you set yourself up so much more with utility, bro. That genuinely is something that you're lacking in your gameplay, is that ability to not just set your teammates up, but throw self flashes for yourself. That's kind of redundant. Self flashes for yourself. Just throw self flashes. We're playing very passive on B. That's our setup. He's holding long. We're kind of jiggling that. No, no, no. Even though, like, sure, like, we were just holding it and doing that, just read your radar. You read your radar. Like, in hindsight, you see how, like, obvious this is, but, like, no. That could be the difference between us winning and losing a situation because they might see us or something. And everybody's smoking this. I don't know why people are smoking this, to be honest. Both teams are doing this right now. Because look, like, yeah, like, okay, you see that though? You see why this smoke can be so bad? Say you had a flash, by the way, like I was saying in the first half. If you would have flash over here, right? You have all, and you did get all the space, but you have all this space and you get to explode in here and shoot everybody on site. Versus when there's a smoke down here, sure, like they could throw a flash over and do this, but you've got to run through the smoke and then you're on site exposed to ramp, exposed to these pillar positions, exposed to cave. So that's why a shallow smoke is so much more valuable. Really good there, and you can actually see why, because you had a lot of space there. Unfortunately, the opper takes you out, but like you had a lot of space to make something happen. Okay, we're nading and flashing. I think like you might get punished by somebody running out at you. Whatever. A little unlucky. Also kind of made it easy for him by spamming like the standard lineup, like the standard position. So a little unlucky, a little like could also do better at that. And also, by the way, as you saw from that one round where you saw the guy's shadow, be really careful like if you're ever up here because your shadow will project onto that wall. So hopefully that is something like you keep in mind when you're here, and it looks like you are right now. So I like that. Be really careful with that. Yeah, yeah, like even here, like you see this, which is fine because like we're getting info that they're B and stuff, but keep that in mind. Also, kind of maybe because of the way the game's going, but you're making me really uncomfortable. Like, think about what we're doing here. We're doing like a circle around here. We're going like kind of back and forth, and like you're making me really uncertain with like what's going on. And maybe that's a factor because of the comms, the fact that we're starting to lose a lot of rounds in a row. Like, I totally get it. But you're giving up a lot of timings here. You're opening yourself up a lot. You're uncertain, and it's making it hard. So in these moments, it can be difficult to actually like lock in and do that when the game starts to fall apart. But just be like, all right, I'm done it and I'm holding mid. Like, let me jiggle this position and get ready. Don't create bad timings for yourself. Don't give the opportunity to be caught out, and you're good. Okay, nice trade from your teammate there. We don't know where this guy is. We have no clue. No clue. But yep, cave is the danger zone. I don't want to see you looking ramp here. Fine, maybe we don't know where he is. Yeah, yes. And again, no antsy. Stop being antsy. And no. This would have been fine, by the way. Like this flash, right? Would have been fine if you had thrown it like right after you get the skill and reload because he knows you're there. The problem is, like, say you throw that flash. Okay, maybe we heard him running A. Did we? No, I think we are just guessing. But like, say he was making his play through cave. He hears you throw that flash. In his mind, he knows where somebody is now. Now this guy threw a flash too. He's spamming. You guys are just telling him exactly where you are. In his mind, he'd just be like, oh, okay, one guy here and one guy in this area, right? One guy over here, one guy here. And he can start to understand the clutch so much better. Because you guys didn't, he's not like, oh, they didn't walk through cave. They didn't do anything. Like, it's all good, right? So don't just throw util to throw it. And I'm sure there was some calm or something, right? Like, I'm sure like you guys did have a plan, but you're just giving away so much info. Your teammate here should be thinking about how he can use the smoke. Again, we don't want to flash at the opponent, to be honest. Because, like, in this situation, and again, I want you to, like, think deeply here. In this situation, it would have blinded him, right? But, like, dude, like, like, we don't know where he is. We're flashing that off. If this guy is anywhere, it's just, again, reiterating, like, okay, these guys are throwing flashes. They're running at me here. Also one thing I'm doing is if I'm ever in one of these positions, I hear someone throw the flash, like I hear that flash leave their hands or see it arc through the air, whatever. Dude, I'm actively swinging because I know that they're pulling their gun out, right? So I'd say save that flash in case you need it for like the deep post plant or something, but don't use it right away. Yeah. So this sucks, but this is something you can learn from. I don't know how much time we had left here. Okay, so he flashes out of a main, right? And this is smoked. Think about where he's naturally going to be aiming. He's naturally going to be aiming towards this side. So if you find yourself in a situation like this again, the ultimate play you can make here, bro, and it combines two things. One, you're dodging the flash. I want you to walk towards the box while you're turning and get ready to contain him from this side. Contain him over here because when he's going through, he's going to be looking sight and you're going to be on that box, making it impossible for him to fight. Boom, look at this, right? It would have been so easy, but instead, you're kind of, you still probably should have killed him, to be honest, but now you're putting yourself closer to where he's actually going to be aiming, making his shot inherently much easier than it needs to be. And again, when you're spraying right now and when you're doing things, you're not moving. I need you to move while you're crouching, while you're spraying, and people aren't going to kill you because they're going to have a hard time tracking you. But right now, he's just playing aimbots. Both of you guys are stationary targets, and he just needs to move his crosshair to where you are. Look at that. He's just playing aimbots, right? And he almost whiffed, actually. That would have been funny. That smallest difference, bro. It's going to be the such a great change for you. It's going to be amazing to see you grow with that change. And at least we're analyzing you this time. We're not analyzing it. And be careful here. Like, this is a big area where flashes are going to come in and stuff. I'd be careful just, like, chilling like that. And it sucks. We gotta lock in here. This is where we gotta lock in and do our best. It's kind of getting to the point where we're forcing every round too. We're just getting M4s and stuff. I do this in pugs too, so I can't really judge. But I definitely know where we're at mentally at this point. Also, yeah. Keep in mind, look at this. You're even spamming a little. I mean, he will see you, by the way. Like, where this smoke landed, because it's not up here. If they're boosted, he is going to be able to see a sliver of your head. It's still not the worst smoke in the world. But just keep in mind, I think you're spamming. I mean, it would be hitting his legs, I guess. I would just be pre-aiming out of that smoke. But like I said earlier, you guys are doing a good job spamming smokes, but you're totally missing out on the ancient spamming through this. Spamming through this and also through the walls inside of like cave and cheetah and stuff. On CT and T side, like you're totally missing out on this part of the game. And they're actually doing it. Yeah, and so like even right there, like this guy's doing it very good. He just kind of missed the timing and his spam's a little, yeah, his spam's awful. But he actually should have killed you there. His teammate dinks you through the wall. He's like, yo, low HP on site, low HP on site. This guy starts spamming. If his spam was good, you're dead. So that's why it's so important to learn that spam, because that opening kill would be so good for whatever team can get it. And here, by the way, too, I'd be, dude, be selfless and give the M4 to one of your teammates on full HP now. And you play with an MP9 now. You're on 1 HP, give your M4 to one of your teammates. Not when you're in a position like this because it's risky, but like when you're on site or something. Fine, we're in a double setup though. Yeah, and again, we're just making too much noise. When we're on that box, it's just like we're making too much noise. But yeah, this is where you got to be more selfless and give up that M4 to them, honestly, bro. And boom, we're dead, and we died for nothing. Yeah. Game got close. Let's turn it around, man. Let's turn it around. Also, by the way, guys, meta. Sure, Molly ramp, that's fine. The meta is learn, if you're going to be a B player, you've got to know this B lane Molly. You have to know it. That is by far the most important piece of util as a B player on Ancient. As a mid player, it's the elbow smokes. That's definitely the most important. B player, I'm telling you, it's this Molly and then nade combo. You can nade off of this, and dude, it's like so good. It's impossible to deal with as a T, especially also if you throw that and start spamming while they're running across. Because right now they get to just run through here. It's easy. If you learn that Molly, your Ancient will instantly become better. Instantly. By far. Hey, they're pressuring us, but we're fine, bro. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah. And you see there, you almost got punished, and I'm glad you adjusted, but you almost got punished because we're chilling out here, right? And we're exposing ourselves, even if it's a sliver, we're exposing ourselves. So be very intentional with the positioning you choose. 100% intentional, intentional, intentional. But yeah, you're jiggling here. I like this. You're jiggling. You're jiggling. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. And your teammate's calling he's low HP. I like this push. He's low HP ramp. I like this. And boom, bro. Look at this info you're getting. Yeah, yeah. Look at that. That was good. That was a good push right there. And then they called it running A. And yeah, always be ready for like these little lurks and stuff. Nice, find it. Oh, you're jumpy. You're jumpy. There you go. There's a self flash. Oh, and you have so much util. Yeah. No, it didn't go far enough, but it might still work out. Maybe it didn't go far enough though. Boom. Yeah. Ah, and they win it. Also, little side. It wouldn't have mattered. You were gonna die here regardless. But like, look, we dropped the smoke down. You see how you just have your AK out? I mean, you're in the smoke anyways, bro. And I get that you don't want to blind your teammate, but I think it would be great. One, obviously, we can adjust the smoke. That would have helped us out too. He's going to nade us regardless. But have your flash out and just get ready to be flashing on the ground, right? Right click that flash as you're diffusing. Like I said, maybe it's fine because like you didn't want to blind your teammate, so I totally get that. But maybe just something I'd be thinking about if I'm going to nitpick you. Like, I think it's would have been good, obviously. Yeah, we're double molly. We're not really communicating at this point. We're throwing mollies in the same place. The whole CT side, we're just throwing mollies in the same spot every time. Go with your teammate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do something, right? Like if he wants to come in here and peek, do it with him, set him up or in some way. Don't get in the habit of just like sandwiching yourself between everybody and not really having like a plan. And also, do you see why this spam on T side is so good? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at that. That's why this spam is so good. And your teammate actually punishes him this time. If this guy would learn a better spam, by the way, he would be damaging guys so much more. His spam is really bad. And so you're gonna get on this wall and spam right here. By the way, that's like the best way to do it. At least from what I've seen pros do. Because I'm an opper, so I don't really get a chance to do it too much. But when I've had a rifle, I've gotten so many kills doing that spam. Okay, also, why are you aiming so wide, right? Why, like, this probably just because you're unconfident too. But here's what I want you to do. Aim so much closer to this angle. Because if he peeks you, it's going to be walking in. And then if you hear a step or hear like running in cave, you hear someone running in here, adjust your crosshair wider. So do it backwards, because then what's going to happen is if he walks in, you're still going to have to adjust. You're going to have to move right. Versus if it, like we're gonna know if he's running in, right? We're gonna know. So don't have your crosshair so wide here. Yeah, 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 yeah. And this is like the last thing that happens in the game for you. I'm trying to think. This, hmm, that's so tough because he throws that flash. I think one thing you need to get used to is it's fine if you're putting yourself here, but if you are turning for so long, naturally start shifting towards this wall. And the reason behind that, the reason I'm telling you to do this is because when he peeks out here, if he peeks with that flash or before it, look at you, right? And I get that like, oh, he's going to get blind, all these things. But if you naturally start shifting yourself closer to this angle, he is going to have to peek out wider and wider and wider before he sees you. And it's going to maybe keep you alive in certain situations. Luckily, he doesn't peek and we get kind of a fair fight. But that small reaction optimization across every map is going to be something that is like a detail like nobody will ever talk about. I don't think I've ever heard somebody talk about that, but that will help out a lot. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this demo review. Thank you for working with me, Mr. Suaki. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to do this demo review with you. You guys are going to see a lot more from him. We're going to help him grow. We're going to help him learn. He is very talented. Like, honestly, so much good stuff. Like I said to you guys, if you want your own demo review, go ahead and check out the description of this video. I'd love to work with you, help you take your game to the next level so that we can end up winning more of these matches and figure out kind of what's going wrong in our game. So appreciate all of you. Have a great rest of your day. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Peace out. Peace out.